Hard crash. Ugh. If this crashes one more time, I'm gonna fly into an angry rain. Race, baby. I know, right? Magic man.
You figured it out already. Well, you better grab that key and be on your way.
Hey, that was easy. Oh, it's a trick, isn't it?
Well, this was bound to happen again. Batman Arkham Knight is unplayable on Nintendo Switch. So, I mean, I think Vinny Vinesauce, a lot of people had reservations. I did too. It was always going to be an ambitious port. It's well known, in fact, on Nintendo Switch. So, the trilogy is the latest game released to struggle, but reports say it's predominantly Arkham Knight that's a real mess. Now, as most of you know, I think Arkham City, there's a special edition of Arkham City that ran okay on the Wii U. I know there is a port to that. I do not have that because I got that instead on the Steam Deck. So, Game Riot Army from Twitter was the first to raise concerns. He says, warning, I would stay away from the Arkham trilogy on Switch. This is unplayable. So, this might be just his experience. He later added, Arkham Knight, I would stay away from at least until, Jesus, butt fucking Christ. Arkham Asylum is pretty solid, but still not ideal. FPS drops in combat. Arkham City is actually pretty good, and would recommend picking it up. So it's not all bad news. So for me, I have Arkham Origins on Wii U and Arkham City on the Steam Deck. So it drops to 20 frames per second, with reportedly crashing at 2 frames per second on one occasion. Now, on my Steam Deck, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart runs at like 10 frames per second sometimes. So I think there was an update. I don't know if the update fixed everything, but that's what's happened here. Arkham Knight is getting a free update 8 years after release. Well, how about for this one? All right, so that's me reposting the emulation station there for the Steam Deck. As of right now, Nintendo Life reviewed it. They put 17 minutes of gameplay. As of right now, one view. I asked the question, and the question is, do you know, can we get a focus on that? Do you know which of the Arkham games is readily available as playable cart and which is download, or is it all download? Meaning that when you get a physical copy, you're getting the clamshell, and they say download code inside. Sorry, you got to download all 3 games. Like, is it a cart? Because remember, like with Assassin's Creed or Resident Evil, you had one game in there, and then you had to download the rest onto your Switch. So that's the big cock question I had to ask. Is it playable? Is all 3, or could all 3? I don't think all 3 games are on the Game of the Cart. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way in Fucktown that all 3 games are on that one cart. It's got to be one. I would say Arkham Asylum is in the cartridge, and then everything else is download. So that's what I'm going to try to figure out. But in other news, the Wah Peach is real. Wah Peach is real. It looks like a Maya in gothic clothes.